Welcome to the Gordon Grind. Today is Truth Bomb Tuesday, and I'm going to be continuing my series on my life as a wife. A couple weeks ago, we talked about the misconception that I had when I first became a wife that independence was everything. Today's misconception is going to cover how insecurity does not equal weakness. Now, if you guys didn't watch last week's video, go ahead and watch that one so that you understand where I'm coming from in this video. So last week we talked about how I was so independent when I first got married. Now let's be real, ladies. What I mean by that is that we take pride in being strong. We take pride in not needing anybody and standing on our own 2 feet. That's what I talked about last week. Now let's talk about insecurities within your relationship or your marriage, because I had so many that I never knew I had before we actually moved from Nebraska to Texas. That move truly tested me because I moved here without a job. I moved here without a ring on my finger. I mean, obviously, Kenneth, told me where we were going and I had a concrete view of what our future was going to be. But still, there wasn't a ring on his finger yet, so that took a lot. I moved away from my whole entire family to come down here and live in Dallas, Texas in a 1-bedroom apartment with, again, no job, no income coming in on my own. So I had to rely solely on Kenneth for the things that I needed, the things that I wanted, and so on and so forth. So that took a lot for me. And I talked about that a little bit last week and how that truly tested who I was as a person and how I viewed my independence. Okay, so this week I'm going to talk to you guys about the different insecurities that came up during that situation that really showed me some things that I need to work on within myself. So insecurities, let's jump right into them. When I was at home, being a full-time mom, without a job and, looking for a job and, chasing my dreams and trying to figure out how to get my foot in the door into my chosen career, I became another person. I became the opposite of what I've always been. The person who prided herself on being independent and figuring things out on her own and not really needing someone. That person, I don't know what happened to her. She was gone because I found myself kind of lost in the world of being a mother and lost in the world of being Kenneth's girlfriend. I found myself being not completely codependent, but a very mild form of codependency definitely sat in. Like, I literally, woke up, got the baby ready, cleaned the house, thought about what Kenneth would want for dinner when he got home, thought about texting him, waiting for him to call me on his lunch break, because mind you, you guys, I was here by myself. I didn't have any friends here. I didn't have any family here. Like, Kenneth became my whole entire world. And so I felt like a puppy. Like, I was just waiting for him to come home so I could talk to him about his day, talk to him about the new people that he met, talk to him about, the experiences that he had, because y'all, I would spend 8 hours a day just in that apartment with my son by myself, and he was 1 year old. He couldn't talk to me. He wasn't half as entertaining as he is now back then. So it was a lot of quiet time, a lot of downtime. And yes, I was applying for jobs, and yes, I had a few interviews here and there, but most of my life revolved around Kenneth. When he left, when he came home, when he called me on his lunch break, when we went to go do things as a family, it all revolved around him. And it was so bad at one point that I found myself getting sad when, he told me that, hey, I'm going to go visit my family in Fort Worth. I'm going to go take my mom lunch or something like that. And I'm like, no, I have you, no, I'm alone all week. It's a Saturday. I want to spend time with you. Don't leave me. And that was so unhealthy, y'all. I didn't see it at the time, but it was so unhealthy. And it was to the point where he would leave and I would get, emotional because I just felt so alone. I felt so just, I don't know, withdrawn from my friends back home, withdrawn from my family. I'm 10 hours away. It's not an easy drive to make down here. Well, it's easy drive to make, but you know, you can't just do it in a weekend or in a day and turn back. You know, you have to plan a trip to come visit me, and not that many people were able to do so. A lot of my friends are still in college. A lot of my friends are just getting on their feet and figuring out their lives, and they just didn't have the ways and means to get here. So it was very lonely, and I really just turned all of my focus on Kemet, and that was just not healthy. You know, not healthy for our relationship, not healthy for me as the person that I wanted to be, or the person that, you know, I knew myself to be. I kind of lost her, and so when I realized that that was happening, it was depressing for me, because I prided myself on being this independent go-getter, you know, who didn't need a man and could do everything on her own. And I prided myself on that, and I started to see myself as a weak person. It took until I started getting consistent interviews and getting my job to where I found myself again. And y'all, I was in that position for 8 whole months, and that doesn't seem like a whole lot of time, but when you're going through it and in the weeds and trying to figure out your life and trying to get your career together and get your family together and regain your independence, when you're in the thick of it, it seems like a long time. It seems like years. So, you know, I just really thought that, you know, because I was having those feelings, because I was so reliant on Kemet, I just saw myself as weak. And now looking back on that, that's not true. You know, that's not true. I wasn't weak. Maybe a little clingy in that moment, but not weak. You know, whenever you're put in a situation that you're not used to being in, you never know how you're gonna react. So going through that situation actually pushed me to be more driven, to be more determined, to get out of that slump and to get back focused on who I am, who I wanna be, and where I wanna go. So all that and getting into that slump really taught me how to grind harder. It really taught me how to keep pushing through all of my obstacles. So if you find yourself in that position right now and you're starting to feel weak or depressed, or that, you know, you don't have a lot going on for yourself in that moment, I really hope that you can view this as just the beginning of your success, just the beginning of your situation. If you're currently going through this, or you can relate to anything that I've said in this video tonight, I really hope that this video motivates you to really truly see this as the beginning of your success and not a weakness. So if you guys want to continue this discussion, go ahead and leave a comment below and we'll go ahead and keep it going. If you have questions, also leave a comment below. We are also at 49 subscribers, so if you enjoyed this video, if it spoke to you in any way, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And we can't wait to get to 50. We're really excited about it. So if you do decide to hit subscribe, make sure you also hit the bell so that you get alerts when we have a new video available. Also in the comments below, if there's anything that you guys want to know about us, leave a comment below, ask us a question, interact with us. We want you guys to get to know us, and we want to get to know you. Check back at a few new videos at the end of this week, because tomorrow I start my travel season at work. So I'm going to take you guys along with me as I travel to different cities in the South Central region, mostly Nebraska, Texas, Missouri, Louisiana, somewhere in that area. So I'm going to go ahead and vlog some of those journeys, so stay tuned for that and keep an eye out and hit the alert button so that you don't miss anything. Alright grinders, that's all I have for you tonight. Signing off.